with the details.
Cynthia, it's a story that makes you want to clean out your ears to make sure you've heard it right, but you did. A Sulphur man, Layne Hardin, claims his ex-girlfriend, Tobie Devall, walked into a sperm bank, was given 2 vials of his deposit, was impregnated, and had a baby. The case is now working its way through a Houston civil court, and lawyers I've talked to in both Texas and Louisiana say it's the most bizarre thing they've ever heard.
We're not talking about merchandise. We're talking about sperm, we're talking about eggs, we're talking about the power to create life.
In this interview with KPLC TV in Houston, Hardin's attorney, Cade Burnson, details what he would refer to as the negligence of the sperm bank.
There's more precaution taken in selling cigarettes to a teenager than there was giving vials of sperm to a woman who just walked off the street.
Hardin claims when he donated the sperm over 10 years ago, it was for the sole purpose of the mother of a son he already had. And when Tobie Devall was inseminated and had a baby, it was without his permission. The defendant, Tobie Devall, and her attorney, Lee Hoffa, say Hardin consented to Devall's insemination. They released this statement to KPLC. Quote, "The plaintiff, Layne Hardin, consented to the insemination and knowingly helped Ms. Devall become pregnant. Our case is one of fraud, a fraudulent lawsuit fueled by jealousy to punish his ex-girlfriend for leaving him." End quote. As bizarre the case, the story does raise eyebrows on the idea of paternity when dealing with sperm donations. If Hardin's claims are correct and he didn't give permission, should he be legally responsible for the child in the case that he's ever asked to be? While family law is different than federal law and varies from state to state, lawyers agree that this case, whatever the ruling, will set precedents. So in all your studying of family law, you had never heard of anything like this case?
This case is novel. It is new. It's uncharted water, especially based on the allegations of fraud.
Joshua Monroe is a local attorney who studies family law.
This case it will be a trend-setting case,
making the outcome difficult to predict in this ring of he said, she said.
It really comes down to credibility and who the judge or jury chooses to believe with regard to intent.
Now, there's no word yet when we'll get final judgments. The case was supposed to begin trial on April 22nd, but a number of appeals have postponed that. It will be a very detailed trial. The case is pretty thick. Here's the case in itself, and it will be interesting to see how the courts rule in this and what changes are made to laws as a result. At your service, Gerron, KPLC 7 News.